Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
What's up, everybody? We are back here with top four. Oh my goodness, we just came off an electrifying games. I was actually in the stands. My heart was pounding. I was very excited. That was a crazy, amazing game. We have so many amazing players here today.
Yeah.
Here we have a repeat. We did this. This is a rematch from yesterday. We have Markus Kantarci on Crimson Goku and Muqsit on Trunksgeta.
Yeah.
And we saw it in either round 8 or 9 yesterday, and Muqsit actually won.
Yeah, Muqsit won, and he's got the higher seed. I don't recall if who went first more in that match yesterday on Swiss, but
no, Markus has the higher seed by 1.
Oh, really?
So Markus is going first. That's
that's
a huge advantage.
That's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
It's really weird too that his seed's higher, even though his loss is Muqsit, who's just the seed right below.
Yeah,
him,
exactly. It's interesting because you have those like weird percentages at the very end, and sometimes people get in or out by 0.5%.
Yeah, those tiebreakers, making sure that your opponents still play and keep hanging out is really important.
Exactly. So discard Boma, search for Jitas. I think if we've said this once, we've said it a million times. Muqsit has done the exact same play.
Yeah, almost.
The first turn, the second turn, every single game.
The only change is if he played Trunks first or Vegeta first.
Exactly, yeah.
That's like it.
One searches the other, so it's okay. And it's a great play. I mean, like I said, that's what you're going to do. We're seeing the shuffle, okay, and we just saw the secret rare in deck there.
We do have to be a little bit
we gotta be a little
quieter. And this is just for chat in case we just
we
just go shh. Oh, ASMR all of a sudden. But
I got you,
we are going to see the 2-1 drops out and the swing with the leader.
Yep. Choosing not to awaken because you don't want to go down to 6 immediately.
Yep, and that very quickly just saying, all right, cycling 1, taking the life, and then it's passed to me. So 2 energy for Markus here.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the big differences, even though there's a lot of Crimson Warriors, there are a lot of different flavors, a lot of different text for it, and everything else. So Markus definitely has a really weird, not weird, but different from Duval in the sense that he's playing like the Majin Buu as your unison instead of Tapion. I think they're both playing the Piccolo and Pan engine, which has just been very stellar.
We saw this Piccolo survive for 6 turns.
Oh, wow.
What Markus was doing was he would attack once, and then just leave it untapped. And for whatever reason, Muqsit just didn't have an answer for it.
Yeah.
So it got 1 attack every turn for 6 turns. That's a ton of value.
Yeah, and especially like in a deck that you're able to play the Trunks to make it so it's very hard for you to interact with. Cards or be able to play something first. But I don't think Markus plays a lot of cards for free. They all cost something.
Right. Yeah.
So that's very important.
Yep, and here we're just seeing a lot of value from the Piccolo. It can give itself barrier, or it can play the Pan.
Yeah.
And Pan is just a free draw. So the fact that
it's a draw too. Like almost,
exactly. Yeah. You get the Pan itself plus the draw off of the Pan.
Yeah.
Very strong effect.
And just the fact that the Pan is almost guaranteed Z energy if you need it later. And it's a Saiyan. Just everything else that goes with it. It's very strong.
Yep. Blue has no shortage of good Saiyans.
No.
All right. All right. Grabbing the EX Evolve target. Yeah.
So I think at this point we have 2 Crimson Warriors left, a Sin Shenron and Trunks Vegeta in our top 4, right?
That is correct. 2 Crimsons, Trunks, and a Sin. And I mean, I think the success story of this weekend is the Crimson.
Yeah.
I think it caught a lot of people off guard. It's a very interesting deck. It really is.
Yep. And a lot of people were sniping that red, right?
Yeah.
And we do still have 1 top 4, and it was between SS4 and Sin Shenron. I think it was the most represented deck, right, between the 2 of them. But a lot of people not getting this far with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so if you look at the whole room, definitely it was the 2 red decks, and I would honestly say Gamma. I was walking around yesterday just looking at stuff. I think it was Sin, Gogeta, and Gamma. But then if you look at like top 32 followed by like top 8, last round there was at least one Crimson in every single match at top 8.
Yeah.
And that just goes how
And most of them won.
Most of we had a mirror match.
Yeah. Oh, that makes it easy.
Duval won on stream. Kantarci won. So, yeah, most of them did win.
Yeah,
Only one of them lost. And it was actually Muqsit who beat the other Crimson player. So, yeah. I like it. Choosing not to attack with a Vegeta, you just if you attack with it, your opponent gets to activate the effect, and then he just attacks it twice with Piccolo. So, you know what I've noticed this weekend, man? I really think Dragon Ball has slowed down.
Yeah, which is weird.
We're charging to 6-7 a lot. Like probably like 6 months ago it was a turn 4 format. Pretty much every game was ending on 4, maybe 5. But now we're going as like 6s, 7s. I really think it's crazy. We have Black Smoke really slows the format down. Like these blue decks are really good at slowing the format down.
They very much are, yeah.
If you're playing a control deck, well, Trunksgeta is really good against other control decks because you're yellow, you have a counter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird because on the surface level, yeah, a lot of people would say this is a very aggressive format. Everyone's afraid of red, but if everyone's afraid of red, they play red's game. They play defensive. They play the long game where red doesn't get as much advantage. Like since Shenron does run out of steam after turn 4 pretty quickly. Yeah. Gogeta,
it's inevitable.
Yeah. And being able to be defensive and punish those aggressive, not defensive decks if you get enough yourself is what a lot of these decks are successfully doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see Markus comboed with the pan, probably just to put a Saiyan in the drop. And this is an interesting attack, actually. Just maybe he's trying to bait the block. No block. He could run with the God's Beerus Destroys to bottom deck the Vegeta.
You could.
And then combo the Borgos, which would make it... Oh, okay, it's going to Unbreakable. That's fair. Now does he... Yeah, I think he's trying to get the Saiyans in the drop. He doesn't want to attack with his leader unawakened because he wants to untap an energy.
Yeah, and just I think Muqsit is just asking, hey, you have 5 out, and then immediately.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even combo to 15. He just really wanted to get the Saiyan in the drop.
And we can even see the difference in play styles for this. So Markus decided, I'm going to awaken at 6. I don't think we saw Duval awaken any sooner than 4.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he wanted to have a lot of those options online and get some card draw for him there. So, but yeah, Markus saying, I want to be at 6. It's going to be a grindier match, so each one of those lives are very, very important.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things. There's so many decision points in this game that...
Oh, just another Piccolo.
Yeah, a lot of people can choose how they want to play and their own play styles. And they can be completely different with almost identical cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah. With the exact same cards, they can play them very differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Markus playing 3 pan. Really valuing that extra plus off the Piccolo.
Yeah, and almost technically 6, right? Because of the Piccolo running 4 Piccolos and 3 pans. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he is playing 4 Piccolo. He wants to play that card a lot.
I mean, again, 2. Wait, did he?
Yeah.
Did he play that Piccolo this turn?
No.
That's right. It was last turn. Yeah, that's right. Okay, because it is a limit 1.
All right. Are we just gonna see? Yep, the Vegeta negate.
Oh, both of them are rested. Interesting.
Yeah, Markus just not wasting any time here. Oh, UI. He really wants to push.
Yeah, he wants to draw as much as he can, it seems.
I think, so, he probably thought about, this was his only loss yesterday.
Yeah, of course.
So he probably thought about it long and hard. He said, what can I do to do this differently? How can I change the game? And I think he determined that the best way to play was to just attack a lot. So go in, pressure your opponent. Because when we saw when Muqsit gets to 6 energy, or really any yellow deck, right? When you get to that 5-6 energy, you have all the options in the world to kill things. So here we're gonna attack the Piccolo and then kill the one we're not attacking. And Markus just lets it go. And another Bulma. All right, we got a couple options.
I always think that Bulma looks top 5. It looks top 7.
Top 7, yeah. Yep, adding consistency to the deck. He's deck thinning and adding pieces to his hand.
All right. We've seen as Crimson Warrior is not only the most represented top cut. I think we've commentated the most out of this leader right now, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything that needs to happen to this leader on a balancing change? Do you think it's incredibly fair and just a lot of good players are playing it? What's your opinion on that?
That's a good question. I would probably like to see maybe a little bit more. Man, let me think about the question and I'll answer.
I know it's on the spot.
Muqsit just attacked the 1-drop and pass. He is like fighting for value so hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. So, I think blue in general like might get some hits, but the blue card pool especially is so thick and dense that you probably have replacements. Like what, you hit Majin Buu Unison? Okay, well, we see Duval on Tapion Unison.
Yeah, he's not even running it. So, like, what's the...
Okay, so I'm assuming he's giving this... Yep, he's giving it Barrier. So the Trunks auto will trigger. Turn player auto triggers first, which means... Well, turn player auto resolves first. So that means it has Barrier. Trunks tries to choose it, can't, has Barrier. So
very solid there.
Very solid, you know?
Yeah, and all these cards that let you choose effects and are just... incredibly silly.
I guess if I think about it, no, I don't think the Crimson really needs a balance patch.
No, yeah.
Like maybe next ban list we hit 1 or 2 blue cards. They'll just be replaced by other blue cards soon enough, you know. Yeah,
the only it seems, I would say, fair but grindy. The only thing is that the Videl gets that extra value sometimes. That could be something that's limited to 1 or something like that, or
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, but what I was thinking about earlier was like, if Soul Striker was still at full power, like, would that be better, right? I don't know if the answer is yes, but okay. So he attacks with the Piccolo, blocks with Trunks. He go ahead and fires off the power of a Super Saiyan just to cycle, and then he combos with the Vegeta, which allows him to untap the blocker again. So the Vegeta just got a ton of value. It negated an attack. You were able to combo with it, untap your blocker, and then put it in Z. And here we have Kakarot, Bearer of Fate.
Is that Vegeta you can combo from battle area as well for it? Because I have an inkling it was only from hand that you were able to get the restand.
Nope. When this card is used in a combo.
Okay. Easy.
Yeah.
Very good.
Simple.
Because most of those effects do require for hand to try to say, oh, you got to choose one or the other. But being able to have both is incredibly strong.
So we saw Kakarot, Bearer of Fate. Bottom deck it, and then you add a 1-drop back to your hand. It also draws a card. So kind of similar to like a Draw Ape. You know, you pay 2, draw 2. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you replay the pan, which means you get more Z energy.
You do. Yeah.
Man, both these players have very, very big hands. Muqsit, it looks like he has all 4 robotic riposte, and oh my gosh, he has all 4. We saw yesterday that was the #1 thing Markus struggled against, was he could not deal with the robotic riposte.
Yeah, and he even has like the counterplay main boarded for it, right? And decided to charge it. Right. Not sure if he's got more than one hand.
Now Muqsit has like he has too much energy, so it's like if you Desperate Measures bounces it back to hand.
Yeah.
So if you do that, it's like, well, now I just replay it again. It'll cost 1.
Yeah. Now, if you're doing an energy war, blue usually wins that in the end, but
true.
It's something that Muqsit needs to, play into a little bit. But there is the counterplay that does exist for it.
Especially Markus going first. I wonder. Let's take a peek at the Z deck. One card I do see is 5-drop Vegito. I do want to see how much work that card would put in this matchup. It untaps itself at the end of the turn. Your opponent bottom decks a card from hand and on the field. So you get first they have to deal with the attack, which is a 30k triple strike. So they have to find a way to deal with that attack, and then you get a +2 at the end of every turn. So in this type of resource grind game, I feel like that'd be a pretty good answer. Muqsit only plays one Vegeta's Final Flash, and that's like one of the only ways he can turn off barrier in his deck.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a card that just always comes to my mind when I'm thinking of like, if I'm going into a grind game, I'm gonna play this card, and it's gonna be good in a grind game.
Yeah, and the kind of interesting thing with the new Zenkai mechanic and everything else is that traditionally when you have like these big boss monsters, they either have to be searchable somehow or they have to, because you have to have a lot of them in your deck to make sure you find them, and then they're usually kind of dead in hand until you can play the one that you want to play. So having something like that lives in the Z deck that you can play late game without having to invest spots in your real deck and like clunk spots is really great.
Yep. And see, like every turn, you know, Muqsit is just going to start cycling these Mecha Friezas, and Markus actually does not play Sensu Bean. So each of these 15k attacks they're going to start to add up. We saw just last turn, Markus went down to 4 voluntarily because he's playing 4 of the Vegeta super combo. So he wanted his super combos online.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were seeing in the previous match that Duvall just kept charging those Sensu Beans. He maybe played like 1 or 2, but he just always charged it. And I don't think it's too bad of a decision to say, you know what, I was really defending. The offense was really what my build was trying to do, and just keeping it there.
Sorry about that.
I'm really enjoying, like, we've seen this matchup before, as you said, but something that I particularly like about this card game too is that it's very hard to naturally have the same 50 card list a lot of the time. A lot of people they use flex spots, like, and a lot of decision points for what they want. Like, oh, he's running Sensu Beans right there.
Did I just miss it? Oh,
there it is. Okay.
My bad. Yeah. No, I'm my bad. It's he's playing 4 Sensu.
Okay. It's like on the corner of the image. I'll give you that.
It's under another card.
Yeah.
Because we have pictures, not like links to like builders or whatever. All right, my bad. So yeah, see how like one mecha really just stopped the entire turn. Like Markus just does not have great ways to deal with this. He has Golden Avengers, but that's like a huge investment. It cost 5, and it just gets rested by the Trunks, you know?
Yeah. Now, if I'm correct, Muqsit is the only yellow deck in Top Cut.
That's a good question.
I think he is, right? Was there any? There was a lot of red. There was a lot of blue. There was 1 green Go Tanks.
Yeah. So there might have been.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I have the wheel. Let's pull up the wheel. So yes, you are correct.
Yes,
was not only was there 1 yellow, but there was 1 green.
Yes. Yeah. And then no black leaders, right?
No, not a single black leader. Yeah.
So. And I wonder, like, because of that, and I think people are anticipating that, these are the ones that I'm really worried about, yellows on the back burner. Mecha Freeze is a really good card if you don't have any defense for it, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And especially since Markus plays so many cards with barrier, you can't rest them to pay the cost from the Mecha Frieza either.
Yeah, all these 1-drops with barrier, like, you cannot rest them to pay the cost. It's just not the way Mecha Frieza works, so...
All right, a Beerus.
Just pushing. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think you draw.
On the... Is he attacking or is he... Yeah, he is attacking, right? I thought...
Does Beerus destroys draw there?
I thought he was on the defense.
Is he? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. He was just his turn.
Yeah, I pulled up the wheel and I looked away.
Yeah.
All right, back in the game. Don't worry.
All right, playing the Trunks that you just comboed with. Man, this deck's particularly does do good in the Z format, but when you need to send specific cards to your drop area, you definitely have to be careful how you build your Z energy.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
You don't want to trap one of your Trunks Vegetas in the Z deck in the Z energy where it's just unaccessible.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, Markus was able to deal a lot of damage in the early game, and then Muqsit hasn't taken a single damage since turn 3. So.
No, but he is down to 3, which is quite scary.
Here we go. We have a 35k double. We saw, like, very much earlier, like when Duval was playing against the Vegito, he very, very easily got out of a 40k. So this 35k, I don't feel like it'll be that difficult to get out of. There's a UI. The reason, so UI cost 1 and then it untaps 1, so he's kind of just shorthanding there. And that immediately puts him to 30, so only needs 10k more.
No, okay, I could be wrong on this. You can only put the 1-drop Vegeta underneath the leader, right?
Say again?
For the leader, you can only put the 1-drop underneath it, right? You can't put just any Vegeta underneath the leader?
You can be any Vegeta.
Okay.
I've seen, like, desperation plays where they tap 3 for the 3-drop and absorb it. That's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I think it just has to be a like
reason
a Vegeta,
I'm asking is because you could pay 2 for the super combo to do it.
It just says 1 yellow Vegeta in your battle area.
Okay. So if you're desperate.
Yeah. Right. You know, I saw that once before, and it was a huge desperation play.
Yeah, it's
Here plays this SSB from the Z deck, targeting the leader. It cannot attack next turn, so Markus, it stops him from getting a card draw and an untap.
Yep,
which
that's
is
huge.
Yeah. Not to mention, it's also a pretty decent-sized attacker at 25k. Yeah, and deflect barrier, so.
Man, it's very. They really wanted these cards to be played because the first wave of all these Z battle cards, more than not, they had deflect, barrier, if not both.
Yeah, exactly. All right, looks like we're gonna play the SGR, and he can bottom deck the 3-drop Vegeta. Yep, targeting the 3-drop. And getting rested by Trunks.
Today's event with this many players is going to be an 8-round tournament. So you're going to have 8 rounds. That's the one. Once again, no points side. Everybody should be playing this at time restriction. So tournament run time's about 4 hours.
Yeah, sorry about the announcement.
Yeah, there's a big announcement.
Yeah, it's super loud. Looks like they're still thinking. So the thing is, you know, look at all the dual and triple attack on Markus's field. If there isn't a floodgate involved, like, then that's a lot of swings.
A lot of swings.
It's huge. Again, we see Golden Avenger in Markus's hand, so he might just be able to. He might just be planning to Golden Avenger the Frieza.
And which secret rare is Markus using?
Beast Gohan, the Beyond the Ultimate.
Okay.
All right, so we're using the leader effect to detach the Videl. The leader gets plus 2k. When Videl is detached, she combos with herself, and then he combos with one of the pans on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, man, playing the Vegeta. This is going to kill the triple attack Gohan.
Yeah.
But again, Markus has the Golden Avenger for the... he has the Golden Avenger for the Mecha Frieza, and Muqsit's only at one up, you know?
Yeah. Which again, if he's just banking on that Mecha Frieza doing work again,
the leader cannot swing, so he is, you know, denied an untap 1.
Yep. So if Markus has a way to interact with
Does
that
he have
floodgate,
secret rare?
No,
does not look like it.
But he does have that 1 cost extra card if Mecha Frieza's the play.
Oh yeah, he does. So he also has Desperate Measures. He doesn't.
That's
need
true.
To,
yeah.
Does not need to Golden Avenger just yet. He has his leaders detach 3 as well, which pretty much like a once per game effect. It's gonna draw 1 and untap 1 energy. Yeah. So Markus, he spent the early game pushing, so when it comes to a turn like this exactly, he can possibly close out the game. Alternatively, if he wants to play it low and slow, he can just summon the Black Smoke, try to knock out some of the barrier guys, play some, make some decent attacks. He has an overwhelm for removal. He can kind of pick and choose how he wants to play here.
Yeah.
And now a big question is, does Muqsit have the secret rare? Danny said this earlier, where it's really hard for yellow to win without the secret rare. It's pretty much the only deck that is going to struggle if you don't. Every secret rare is powerful.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's like yellow is dependent on drawing it.
Yeah, and we are kind of a little bit in that secret rare meta, where I mean they've always been strong. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of going from it's just kind of an extra push to there's been decks where the secret rare is literally your only win condition in the past. We've kind of strayed away from that, thankfully, because that was it's really rough whenever you couldn't see it. But
So SSB activating its effect when something is played. If this card is in rest mode, when your opponent plays a card, you may place one of your Z energy in the owner's drop. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's battle or unison, switch it to rest mode. Negate this, go for the turn.
So you can choose.
Yeah, you can actually target anything. It doesn't have to just be the card played.
Yeah, okay.
So Marcus kind of lost out on a dual attack there.
Yeah, at least I would have maybe attacked once.
Yeah.
Then, but this Beerus is such a good card.
Yeah, definitely gonna get some value here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Muqsit has one energy, so if he decides to spin that on the Mecha Frieza, it can just get Desperate Measures back. Still negates the initial attack, but the Floodgate effect will not trigger. So yeah, he does not want to tap that energy.
And just thinking here, I mean, you can use the 2 for Beerus. You can get rid of the something with barrier, so it could be the other Trunks there. I think that's what the play is going to be. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, he's playing something else.
Yeah, he's playing a cell.
Interesting. All right.
Absorb all the non-barriers. Get some nice attacks in.
And he's gone 4 cards underneath it. Oh, that one still has barrier. Yeah, 3.
Still has barrier, so 3.
How much does Cell need to
4.
4.
To get triple strike?
I've never seen that.
Never.
Yeah. Not once. I've seen 3 a lot.
Yeah.
But never 4.
Yeah, 4's a lot. Here we go, and here it is. We're gonna get this first attack. Now, is it even worth it? Your leader can't attack. You can untap your cell. I mean,
and if your leader can't attack, you can't use you can't get the additional tap either with the well, I guess you can.
It's activate battle.
You can activate battle. You get nothing else. You don't get any of the combos because it's only for the leader.
Yeah, the Videl only triggers when the leader is in a battle, but the detach 3 to untap and draw is activate battle on any battle.
Yeah.
Seeing, Marcus just trying to save what he can.
And that has been that was number 3 for the Mecha
for the riposte, and he has the 4th one. It's crazy. And look at here. This is, I think, where Marcus did not want to be.
Nope.
His opponent has 6 open energy, which means there's so many options. Yellow just has this crazy burst down kill potential, and you don't want to be in the spot where it just gets you.
No, you definitely don't. And it's you build this whiteboard. You want to start swinging them individually, and
we're gonna use the once per game here. Untap 1, draw 1. Not having a Videl under the leaders, but the leader does get +6.
And that being,
and that would be 26. So it gets out of this attack. We're gonna go after the Beerus here. This one's hard to protect. It's a 10k instead of a 15. So
even though and I really like that for the fact that it is something that can be really aggressive.
Yeah.
And so having very good aggressive stats but very poor defensive stats kind of balances in my mind.
Yeah, ideally you want to untap it with its own effect and then leave it in active mode.
Yeah. You still get 2 swings, you still get 2 removals. The targets are there, and barrier removal in blue for 4 out of a Z deck is still fantastic.
Yeah, and if it survives past its initial turn, then you're just paying 2 every turn.
Yeah, every 2 being able. Yeah, if your opponent doesn't have a way to get rid of it, they are in trouble.
Huge plus.
All right, combo with the Trunks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Marcus leader is 20k, so Muqsit just has to devote a little bit of this and that to get in there.
And
we're gonna see the
EX evolve.
Oh, and there it is. Okay, so there he drew the secret rare. I don't want them to hear
No,
me, so I'll just
yeah.
whisper a little bit.
We get ASMR time here.
Yeah,
dude.
ASMR time. Yeah. So I feel like he's gonna go after the cell here. Technically, it has dual attack, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's bigger and it has crit. So
yeah,
as scary as the Piccolo is, the cell is just a little bit of a bigger version.
man,
Muqsit hand is very good. Yeah, he has cooler Champa secret rare.
do you what feels better to you, being able to use that secret rare on defense or offense?
Offense every time.
Every time.
Every time, yeah. And we're going 25. Marcus at 3 life here, and you know if Muqsit can get him down to 2, he can almost guarantee the game.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be careful. 3 energy up, Blue has a lot of tricks. You also have to. You probably want to swing with something with barrier because of the Gohan secret, the Gohan SGR that we saw. Yep. These 1-drops that have been on the board the entire game, we're finally gonna get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Going to 30 there. Playing the mirrors. The mirror.
Oh, here's the mirror. If you're down to 2, no blockers on board.
Yeah.
And
When we're gonna swing.
What?
He said no negate.
I think he's like, well,
Or he asked how much it was first.
maybe he's asking how much it is.
That's
yeah.
fair.
But no way Musket's doing this without cooler in hand, you know?
Oh yeah, of course.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, you cooler than
Champa and then
do the secret rare, I think.
all right. He's trying to dimension magic.
Yeah. You actually might not have to cooler this because you can swing with one of the barrier cards and then combo the secret rare. So
That's true.
you might not have to cooler it. We'll see what Muqsit decides.
That's very, very big though. The only, I mean, Musket knows what's in the stack. He knows that God Stealing or God Strike Beerus is not on Marcus's list.
Yeah, because it was on stream yesterday. Each player gets to look at each other's list, and
yeah, there it is.
There's that.
So attack goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Tapped Marcus for an extra energy, and you get to draw 2 more. Drawing 2 for 3 energy is already pretty good. And you still get to keep your body for comboing, and just let's see if he's
Cooler's very good. So he might just be using this to deal the 1. Like, obviously he's going for game here. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Oh wait, is he?
Yeah, he just used it to deal the 1. Now he's gonna swing and see if he can.
No, is Marcus at 1 now or 2?
He's
now?
at 2. Marcus has 2 life now.
Now, okay, sorry. It looked like he had 2 before that attack.
Yeah. So if Marcus does not negate this, Marcus with 2 energy up, if he doesn't negate it, it's very possible we see a shotgun Champa. Combo everything in your hand and Champa. Now, he would have to be able to negate 3 attacks, which without another D magic, he won't be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's secret rare.
Yep. So this is now a, 49k attack?
Yeah, 49, yeah.
Casually get to 50. If not, you have a 40k attack coming your way.
Yeah, a little easier to get around than Mira, you know?
Yep.
Oh, and Marcus has the secret rare.
And going down to 1 for Marcus.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but the secret rare doesn't do anything defensively.
Not defensively, no. Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
He's hacking with. I think
he's gonna negate with Vidal.
Negate, yeah, makes sense.
No 1.
Oh, it was a super, yeah. Man, his eyes flittered on that one. Not
Yeah.
happy about it.
No. Yeah, Muqsit has 2 attackers, and he is running out of deck.
Yeah,
he does
he
not
is.
have very many more cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's swinging with something.
Asking to see the drop.
Ideally, you want to attack with the barrier card just in case.
Offensively, both these cards have essentially the same power.
Yeah.
But there is a weird thing if...
And we're going to Oolong here. Oolong targeting the Mira. Oolong now has a lot of attack. Markus is definitely going to negate those.
If he's got it, yeah.
I think he has a dirty... Oh, he said no?
He just said no.
I thought he had a dirty burst in hand. Oh, wait. Does he have Beerus Destroys?
He could.
Okay.
He does.
He does have Beerus Destroys.
Yeah.
He would have really liked to have drawn...
Oh, but he can't.
He milled the super combo and drew the D magic, the exact wrong.
Oh, that is so bad for him.
The exact wrong combo. Now he just has to rely on hard combo power, and Muqsit has quite a few cards in hand. Here we're at 39.
He does. I did not realize how fat Musket's hand really was until this.
So 39, 44. Oh, 44 is not a lot. We know yellow has a lot of dead cards in hand.
Yep.
Can Markus do it? It's 25, 30. Wow, if Markus had done it in the opposite order, milling the D magic, drawing the super combo, it would have been over. 29, 39, 44. Here we have 30 on the board. 40. No, 30. Okay. He took it back. Okay. 35. 40. He needs 5 more, which he does have. Oh, wow.
There it is.
He got out of it. What else could Muqsit do? He has no more attackers, no more energy, no more overwhelm. He has to pass.
He does.
Yes, and Markus survived. Then Beast Gohan is going to... He has
do his thing.
Okay, well, let's think. Oh, he drew Choppa.
Yeah.
Okay, getting excited here.
You are. I can't imagine what Markus is feeling right now.
Oh my goodness! Look, you can tell he's smiling.
Yeah,
it's so fun. Look, you can tell Markus is smiling through his mask. We call that smiling with your eyes.
Yeah.
Wow, that was incredible that he survived all that aggression. You know, when Muqsit swung with the Trunks, he has Champa in hand. He could have just what I call shotgun Champa.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you don't have any combo in hand, otherwise Muqsit would have used it, right?
Yeah, I can't think of why he wouldn't.
But at the same time, he kept quite a few back. So he didn't... Sparking Time Magic, it does not get to untap.
Does he have... He does have enough cards. Yeah, because he comboed a lot. Yeah, because he did mirror last turn, but it's fine.
Markus needs to find a way to trigger this Trunks. The Z, it's really hard because the SSB can also just rest the secret rare. Markus can just leader swing Champa.
I think that's just the thing we gotta do. As lame as it is.
If he has token negate, you can Golden Avenger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he drew a bean, and that doesn't help. Do you Golden Avenger here? Oh, and he plays the secret rare.
Yeah.
And because bottom deck's life.
Yeah, bottom deck's life. That's it.
Wow.
All right, Markus takes it.
Survive. I think it was a mistake. Muqsit should have just Champa'd and comboed with everything else, right?
Did he have Chomp in hand?
He did. Yeah,
okay.
We saw it. Yeah. Because he comboed his secret rare, and instead of Champa, he went for Oolong, which got Beerus Destroys. You know what I mean? So I think he should have got. Wow, I can't believe Markus survived. That was crazy.
I don't know what he was playing around. Can we bring up the deck list real quick to see if there's... If he did just go super big on that, was there anything...
The Gohan rare does not ignore barrier. The secret rare doesn't do anything defensively.
Oh, but the secret rare doesn't have barrier, so that's the only thing, right? If you have some way to untap enough to go into the Gohan rare to remove it for 3.
But you still have to out-combo the attack first.
No, you played... No. The Z energy part is for 1.
No. Here's what I'm saying, right? Trunksgeta has a 3-drop barrier Trunks.
Oh, that one.
He
okay,
swung,
yeah.
Comboed the secret rare, and that was it. Markus was at 2. He had Champa in hand.
I see.
If he swings with the Trunks with barrier, combo secret rare, combo everything else Champa, I think he wins.
Gotcha.
Markus
okay.
did not have that much combo. When Muqsit got to 49, 49 is not very big.
No.
But that was after he played a bunch of other cards, and that's after he lost the Secret Rare's 30k combo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My apologies. I thought you meant going in with the attacking with the Secret Rare and giving the Secret Rare the double strike.
No.
Yeah.
I got you. Wow, that was crazy.
And this is where it is. I mean, obviously, these games take a while. A game in for us would be sometimes rounds for other card games, right?
Games, yeah.
And being able to, and all of it comes down to like one decision at the end most of the time, right? You know, like, do I go in and do I have enough, or do they have enough? There's just so many times where you can decide at the point who's going to win the game, and you just don't know who.
Yep. Markus going another more black smoke.
Yeah. Obviously, with those 3-drop trunks, you want to be able to get rid of them.
Yeah. And Koitsukai, Begrudging Allies, and Black Smoke. All great cards against the yellow deck. Koitsukai makes it hard for him to just slam tokens and mechas.
Yeah.
Begrudging Ally just warps mecha instead of it being played for the cost of 1 energy. And the Black Smoke just removes a barrier card.
Yep.
So, and here we have that Trunks Unison again, Muqsit. Bringing that in again. Taking out the slug package. At least some of it. It looked like one was on top.
Yeah, and which is actually kind of weird because there's a lot of cards in Markus's deck that draws cards. And I don't know if he's just afraid that they won't live or what, but
I think so they played yesterday and Markus just sided in Black Smokes.
Okay.
And Markus like Black Smoked him twice.
I see.
So he's probably just like, this is not worth the initial energy investment.
Yeah, but like if you're Markus and you're just using your energy to black smoke me and not doing anything else,
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, right? Like they're still not developing anything.
Yeah. So energy is less important in blue because you have so much manipulation.
That's true.
So Muqsit is spending 2, and then Markus is spending 2, and Markus is coming out on top because his leader untaps 1. So he's getting it at a discounted rate.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, if he's spending it on the slugs, he's not spending it on the trunks, though.
Yeah, and slug like doesn't draw you any cards. Your hand is going to be small if you spend a lot of time. All right. While we're waiting for them to start, we're going to just go ahead and shout out PPG. Go ahead if you want to be able to view the VOD immediately. You can go ahead and sub. The VOD is going to be uploaded 1 game at a time. But if you want to view the entire thing immediately, please sub to PPG DBS. And again, I just want to say thank you to PPG for hosting this tournament. It's been absolutely incredible. It ran so smoothly.
It is, yeah.
You know, they were as close to 0 errors as possible.
Yeah, I can't imagine when we would have gone out last night if it didn't run smoothly.
Exactly, yeah. No, this is run incredible. And that's also thanks to our amazing judge staff. So we got to give a big shout out to the judge staff as well.
All right. And looks like we are getting these opening hands.
Okay. So there were a couple Saiyans. The cool thing about Markus's deck, right, is that it's all cantrips and defense. It's 100%. Cards that draw. It's cards that draw and cards that defend. But we saw this exact thing happen yesterday where he didn't open enough starters and he ended up losing game 2 because of that.
Yeah. And both of these, I mean, it's less of a thing for, I think, Muqsit's deck, but Crimson is, you do have to start, and it's not guaranteed that you do it.
Yeah.
And you do have to leave yourself kind of open to finding your 1-drops that cycle, finding enough Saiyans to put in the drop area.
Yeah.
Like the original archetype this leader was for.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of burst. That's why the Videl 1-drop has burst as part of it to try to
speed it up.
Speed it up, get some more in there.
Yeah.
And I think it's the only card from the actual original archetype that makes the cut for it.
Yeah.
I think there's like 1 or 2 like Trunks or 2 that I've tried before.
There's a Vegeta with a similar effect.
Yeah.
So here we see Muqsit doing the exact again consistent plays, doing the exact same thing, attacking the leader. This will allow Markus to activate his leader ability.
Yeah.
More than once this turn, which is going to speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting too because he's attacking with the
Yeah.
Vegeta and then comboing with the.
Yep. It's only a 9K. You do not. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's okay. There was a little bit of miscommunication. The Vegeta's attacking for 9K, but Markus seemed like he was using his ability there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was intentional, but that's how it ended up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes. There. Even though it didn't do damage, there was a way for Markus to stay alive. So, whatever.
Game state corrected.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always correct, baby.
Yeah. There we go.
Get the mystery card.
Yeah, get the mystery card.
It doesn't say reveal. It just says play.
Right,
so I'm going to put it face down.
Yep. And we're going to attack. Oh, I see he's getting more of a dose. Those are good to have under your leader.
Yeah.
This time he's taking the damage from the attack, not from the leader ability. And what are we going to see? We're going to see an EX evolve, I assume. Wow, who would have guessed?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, Trunksgeta.
Am I watching on stream delay? You're watching it live or something? What's going on?
Yeah. No, I'm psychic. Yes, this is what you want. We have seen this exact play no less than 6 times.
And he's the only one who's been on stream with
and
it.
He's the only one on it. You can tell this guy goldfishes. What I say is like when you sit down at a table by yourself and you just play by yourself.
Yeah.
And he's probably running through the plays. It's funny.
Dragon Ball is really tough to do that. Some decks are, but since so many of your cards are reactive, since all your cards are flexible for combos, energy, playing them, like it's very difficult to do that.
There's generally too much interaction to be able to do it realistically.
Yeah.
But Trunksgeta's the first 2 turns, I think it's set in stone.
Yeah, you gotta, and like you can do that with like Wish Leaders sometimes, like Instant Shenron, you can do that too.
Yep.
I mean, you pretty much are doing that already playing.
We're gonna combo with a Koitsukai. Koitsukai now in drop, and then Muqsit just comboing with the Trunks off of the Vegeta off the field because he wants to replay it next turn. And the Borgos. We're gonna draw 1.
Yeah, and that Koit's gonna be really good for those Mecha Freezes that were causing Markus, a lot of trouble that last game. Yeah. And sometimes you just need to have something to pay 1 energy before you attack with your leader anyways. And something to play from drop that lets you do that is very good.
Absolutely. Yep. Leader swing. This will put the 5th Saiyan in the drop for Markus. Replay the Vegeta. Vegeta effect, draw a card. Yep. Activate ability. And taking life from the attack here.
Yeah.
EX evolve, draw 2. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nope. Yeah, I remember last Nationals, or the Worlds last year was one of the prize cards were the leaders for this future Trunks and Vegeta, right?
And the Crimson too. These are
Crimson,
both Realm of the Gods leaders.
Yeah, and so these are new leaders at the start of this year, and seeing both of these in the top 4 for this event is really crazy.
Yeah, it just shows how strong the Realm of the Gods was. I mean, there was dare I say iconic?
Oh, wow.
That is an iconic set.
Incredibly so. Like, the secret rare from it is great. The introduction of God rares.
Yeah.
Very collectible set.
Probably the most beautiful card printed. Yeah. All right, and we're getting rid of the Borgos here. Going to 25. Markus in a little bit of a rough spot. Muqsit does have the energy to push a little harder here. He has the option of swinging with this Trunks, even though you might want to block with it. Yeah, he's choosing the defensive option.
Yeah.
At the same time, too, you're letting Markus cycle another card out of his hand, and so he probably could have just super comboed out. Yeah. I think starting the turn with a Black Smoke would be really good because then you get to awaken and swing, and you untap all of your energy. Black Smoke also triggers the Trunks, which means you get to play like Piccolo and attack the Vegeta a couple times. The card under on Muqsit, the card under the Lord Slug, is that an extra card? It's hard to tell.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to tell.
The point is, if that is an extra card, then Mecha Freeze is online. If it's not, then it would cost 2 and it would not be online.
Yeah.
All right. Marcus thinking. He's got options, you know. You could also just start the turn with a 1-drop, draw a card. There we go. We're starting with Piccolo. Wow.
Yeah,
we're giving it barrier?
I would hope so, yeah.
Yep, so we're giving it barrier. That way it can't be rested. We're going to activate our leader ability, Awaken, by putting 5 under.
Yeah, interesting. I don't think I've seen that Broly underneath him before all day. Like an overwhelm card for it.
Yeah. I think it's like it's like the most popular overwhelm. I mean,
yeah, and it's the same. Like, honestly, like just having a toolbox of Saiyans in this is very strong.
All right. And what are we attacking here? Oh, it looks like he comboed out. Maybe leader. Yeah. Why don't he just lets Vegeta die?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting that, he protected the leader and then let the Vegeta die. If he went down to 5, maybe he probably doesn't have a token negate, but oh, you know, he also there's the NC, there's the black smoke, so
a clean board.
He's probably trying to turbo to sparking 5. That's probably what he was trying to do there, I think.
Okay.
Because your super combos, you know,
are sparking
5. So.
And that's as you're saying, it's really nice to get these EX evolves because they count as 2 cards, right? And so when they go away, you do get that double up.
Wow, he just charged cooler. Is his hand not very good? Why do you charge? Why would you?
How many coolers is he running?
Only plays 2.
Oh man, if he's only playing 2,
so
he charge 1.
So either your hand is not very good, or it's the most incredible hand we've ever seen.
Oh, he's definitely got like another.
Oh,
one.
and he has secret rare in there.
I don't see another cooler in hand either. So
he has another cooler.
I did not see it. No.
Wow. Here we go. 1-drop play, 1-drop.
All right.
There we go. We're going to evolve.
Yep.
Just comboing the black smoke. It got all the value in the world. Now we're going to KO the Piccolo, attack the leader. And with 3 energy up, you know, it'd be really hard. It'd be hard to, like, unbreakable here. So, yeah, so we're just going to super combo. Yep, going to throw that in Z energy. And we're going to evolve, getting another Trunks.
Yeah.
Only drawing 1 because the leader is once per turn. When you EX evolve, draw 1.
Yeah, imagine if it wasn't once per turn.
Oh
my gosh.
I will not.
he would have decked out last game.
Yeah. I will not imagine such a future. He does have a 1-drop Kakarot in hand. That would be a fine. He also has a 1-drop Borgo, so he has some options to start triggering this Trunks at easy way. Oh, that's is that Savior of the Future?
I don't know.
That is an alt art. It's hard to tell. Yeah, Savior of the Future. That's the one that lets you take a life and gain double strike.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, that alt art threw me off.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And it's in the side. So like.
Yeah. So he sided it in actually.
Yeah. I mean, more double strike is good.
See, Muqsit having to tap 2 here because there's only 1 extra card in between energy and drop area.
Okay, yeah, because that extra card was a Trunks.
Yeah, it was Trunks.
Yeah. So.
All right. And we're going to go for sell here. Yep. It's pretty strong.
You get two
Token,
guys.
Doesn't really have anything to pay the mecha cost.
And do you just start swing crit with this, you think?
So you'd have to rest your last energy because of mecha.
Oh, sure.
So I would kind of be hesitant to do so. Especially, we see a lot of sensu beans in Marcus's hand, so
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Activating Bulma.
Bulma.
Yep.
Yeah,
He-
there's
yeah,
a couple hits
Yeah,
there.
Probably the super combo.
Yep.
And he's shuffling back the cooler. So he ended up charging the cooler, and he doesn't have the second one.
And I do like the add of this super combo. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's almost always traditionally like a snap pick for Krillin.
Yeah.
But when you're running as many bombs as you are, and how
Yeah.
searchable it is a good pick.
Yeah. No, honestly, I would go as far as to say if Muqsit was playing Krillin, he would have lost a lot more games because he won multiple games on stream where he was at 6 life. Right now he's at 5. They're usable. Like, it's just the sparking was actually like an amazing choice by him.
Yep, I agree.
See, look at that. See, he activates power to put the 5th one in drop, also resting the cell. Now when he EX evolves, he'll be able to push with super combo.
Yep, and now you have another extra card there too, so you're able
yeah.
to.
So your mechas cost 1 now. Very effective use of the power of the Super Saiyans. Limited to 1. Sometimes,
for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason. Just getting so much mileage out of it. Draw 1 from the EX evolve, 1 from the leader. Just, yep, I'm swinging with this. All right. Yep. You can take your cards back.
Yep. That's something that's really nice about playing in person, like being able to
Yeah.
actually do that with a grab your opponent's
Yeah.
cards and stuff. Not always that you can do something
Yeah.
nowadays, but
Just swinging 20k, using your leader effect to go to 22. And he drew the slug off the 1 drop. He probably already had one, but and this slug is gonna come in. It's annoying. If
It
Marcus
is.
does not have another black smoke, it very smart going to 30k. When you're pushing 30k, you know, Marcus wants to use a super combo
You do.
or an unbreakable to get out of it. Oh,
Okay.
or UI.
and that's
There's the power of UI.
maybe one more then.
Yeah.
And for the record, Marcus, it costs 1, he gets the energy back, so that's why
Yep.
it looked like he played it for free.
Yeah,
but-
just shorthanding it. So between the main deck and the side, there are a total of, let's see, looks like total of 3 black smokes. And looks like he had the second one.
Oh, there's
there.
the yep.
Very nice. You see, it's not so bad for blue because Muqsit played 2, Marcus played 2. It wasn't bad.
I think after watching today,
Yeah.
and this might be exaggeration, I think black smoke is the reason why blue is as viable as it is right now.
It's a piece of a larger puzzle.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
The fact that blue now has barrier removal for 2 is all that it was really missing. Doesn't matter that it was off color.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that you can't attack
Right.
with it. You will
Right.
pay 2 every day.
So barrier was absolutely a hindrance to blue. Now it has 2 really good options in black smoke, and also Beerus area destroyer,
Yeah, that is fair too.
or is it
But-
area annihilator?
Yeah.
Something.
But he costs 4 or 2
Yes,
over
yes,
2 turns.
yeah.
So yeah, but you always see him.
Yeah. He's always accessible.
Yes.
You know where to find him. All right.
To the next year leader.
Oh, and the 3rd black smoke. That's going to be really good. And here we go. Marcus just playing cards. We're going to draw more cards. I need cards for defense. I'm going to draw them.
I can't remember if I talked to you or Danny about this. How do you think you would want to make a Black Smoke a 0 combo cost? Do you think that if it was still just you could combo it, but you just wouldn't get any combo power for it?
Black Smoke?
Yeah.
I think it's fine the way it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a big fan. Like I said, the game has actually like really slowed down, and I much prefer a slower game where we get to make a lot of decisions.
Yeah.
Especially like there's and like look at how much interaction. Every single play, every single attack, every single combo, there is an interaction in that, and I really like that because you have to think a lot. The game is very, very skillful.
It is, and I think the biggest skill for this game is noticing a mistake you made on turn 2.
Yeah.
Which led you to a loss on turn 6.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest discrepancy and one of the biggest skill jumps that a lot of people don't identify, because you're just like, oh, I didn't see this card by turn 5. It's RNG, but not always the case.
Oh yeah, sometimes you can misplay on turn 2 and then lose the game on turn 6 because of it.
Yeah, and
exactly
not being able to identify
said,
that misplay. Yeah,
that's a very real thing. Mark is considering how he wants to defend. Does he want to use another Sensu Bean to get out of a multitude of attacks this turn, or does he want to, do something else? Here we're playing, and gosh, this card's so good at just, locking this Crimson down.
And let me just, I'm going to check real quick if the other match is finished.
Okay.
It is not.
Still going.
Yeah. Because we just hit the hour mark for this game here, and we're deep into game 2.
Yeah. So we got 30 to 30. Mark is gonna use his leader's effect.
Yeah.
Gonna end up over comboing just a little bit, but getting his E energy out of it. EX evolving. Drawing the dual attack unison.
Something that's really interesting to me is that part of the reason that this Crimson Warrior deck was so, thought of like lesser Soul Striker is just basic numbers. Soul Striker lets you untap 2. This lets you untap 1, right?
Yeah.
But something that I've been noticing after literally just watching hours of gameplay of this weekend is that the timing of being able to untap 1 is way more important, that you're only getting 1 compared to 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the additional like detach 3.
Yeah.
It's insane. That's everything.
Being able to be, rested out on your energy, and then on your opponent's turn being able to just get 1 back when you need it is
huge.
Crucial.
Yeah.
Very crucial. Just double reading this card. It's a little wonky in its abilities.
And both players have a ton of cards. Muqsit has been very close to decking out like every single game.
Yeah, it is. You do a lot of cycle with this deck, which is traditionally good, but not when you lose.
Yeah, the best way to see your secret rare every game is almost deck out every game.
I can never, especially when these big national events and whenever we have a new format, Mill is always on my mind for something that's going to be relevant for the next couple weeks, just the early. We didn't really see any of it this year, which is a little surprising.
Yeah.
Was that on your radar at all, or something potential that someone might bring and succeed with?
I did not quite believe in the Mill decks. Yeah, we saw Trey on stream yesterday playing Cooler Mill. Did not particularly go well for him.
No.
There were a couple like Janemba Mills in the room. Did not particularly go well for them. Man. We got the time magic preventing it from untapping.
That's very strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, would Janemba be able to mill Trunksgeta out or Crimson out before they kill it is the real question.
Yeah, and I think they would have a hard time with it. There are like dirty bursts and ways to prevent that, but at the same time, like these, I don't know, we are drawing, I feel like, more than ever right now.
Oh yeah.
Remember that when you are reporting results, report it
Yeah. We're actually charging more energy.
I was
than
going to say
ever.
7 energy is yellow. Oh,
wow.
so many things I can do with
You got
that.
the plays, you know. Is he going to try to kill this turn?
Yeah.
I mean, probably. So we see he has secret rare.
He does.
I don't know if he has the other cooler. That's going to be pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Cooler just so good at killing blue.
Yeah, and Markus just beating up immediately. Just saying, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very aggressive turn.
Yeah.
Let's just get that extra 5.
Let's get where we're going here. Oh, drawing an unbreakable. It's pretty good. Yeah, being very effective against the current board.
Of a lot of 15Ks
But we have
or
Trunks.
19Ks.
And Trunks is good at attacking a beamed leader. 20k dual attack. Yeah. Oh, Markus has another beam.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you gotta.
Yeah. It is extremely hard to kill through double beam.
No, double beam is. I mean, it's.
Talk about a floodgate.
Yeah, Markus is. You have to see it, and it's a big investment for you too. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Bean is still just such a flexible card. That
Yeah.
you have to sequence it and make sure you commit to it when it makes the most sense.
Exactly. Yep.
The best time to use Bean is when your opponent thinks they have enough gas.
Yeah.
And then they just overcommit so much, and then they still don't get where they need to
That's
go.
right. They just run into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when your leader's at 25k, it's exceptionally hard to deal damage.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Playing a 1-drop.
Yep.
1-drop plays Vegeta. He might be. Yeah, that's fair. We're just gonna combo some of these 1-drops off the board. There we go. That's 25. We just get rid of this board ghost. He's been on the board long enough.
Yeah. A healthy amount of Z energy for both players.
There we go. Talk about a floodgate.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
You got another turn.
You got it. So we know Markus has black smoke, which would be a good way to trigger the Trunks and remove the yellow Goku. Man, Muqsit's board is just so good. There's just so much barrier. It's a lot. And you know what card was always amazing against the Trunksgeta? It was always the Vegeta secret rare because obviously it's a completely different format, but it was like you just play the Vegeta and clear this board. It took Muqsit 7 turns to build this board, and you just get rid of it in 1 turn.
And just thinking how he wants to do this turn. He hasn't played Majin Buu all game, right?
Yeah.
Just choosing to charge it every time.
Yeah. Charging the Piccolo. He does have the Buu. It's something. I like how he's playing the Piccolo first, giving it barrier. That way, when he plays the Black Smoke, it comes out inactive. It doesn't get rested, and he can combo with it.
Yeah.
It's very smart. Drawing a Desperate Measure is okay. He swung on the 1-drop there.
And I'm pretty sure Muqsit probably still has a mecha in hand, but he's deciding, you know what? I don't think he's going to go very hard or very wide in this turn. So it's fine. I'm still at 5 life anyways.
Yeah.
Don't mind that.
You know, these freezers have just been so good. Is this what is this tapping? Is that 3? Oh, 4. So he's finally going to play the Buu.
Well, oh, no. He paid 2 for Piccolo, attacked with Leader to untap 1.
Yeah.
So
no, he only has 1. He only has 1 tap. So.
Oh, he's thinking paying 3. I see.
No, he's just playing the Boo.
Okay.
He taps 4 for it. Yeah. Okay. It's just another layer of defense. And the Goku's gonna arrest it. Yep, the SSB Goku can also target unisons. It's crazy how like just one Mecha Frieza is enough to end Marcus's entire turn.
It is. Yeah.
Do we have a freeze? Looks like it froze. Okay. Yeah, it looks like one mecha just ends the entire turn. Yeah. It's crazy.
And
Markus has the Koitsukai.
He has the desperate measures too.
Yeah, it's just
choosing not to.
He doesn't have enough gas to kill, it seems, and he's saving it for that exact turn. Maybe saving it even for the turn where he draws the secret rare.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, charging the token gate. See again, look, Muqsit on 5 life. Like the super combo Krillins, like every single one that he draws would just be dead this entire game. And this Trunks very good at attacking the Boo. Yep, swinging into Boo here. Swing into Boo here.
Yeah, let's see if the probably still no results on table 1
and
either.
This really isn't that bad for Markus. This Boo just absorbed 4 damage.
Yeah.
And now he's going to swing with the leader and combo the Mecha Frieza. The Majin Buu can only use its -1 when a battle card attacks. So if he... Oh, yeah, he doesn't have to combo the Mecha Frieza, but he's going to swing and then combo something into it. Oh, my goodness. 5, 6 cards left in
Not a lot, no.
And he's searching for the 1-drop.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, I mean, using that to also get some knowledge what's left in that deck.
Just a quick check. Oh, he's Bergamo. Wow. Yeah, Bergamo, that could just... Markus does have 3 energy up, so it doesn't tap him out quite yet. Okay, so he has his combo the Becca.
Does he still have his once per turn?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got 3 energy.
Or once per game, not once per turn.
Right, yeah. His untap. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, hard casting the slug. Paying 3 for it. Yeah, it's going to be super good at getting rid of some of this defense. Super combo now, doesn't draw Unbreakable, Beerus Ball. And we'll see if he can slam another super combo into it like he did earlier. I think this is probably Muqsit's last turn. Just the amount of cards in deck is extremely low. Even he's hesitant to secret rare.
Yeah.
And I wonder if
you draw 1 or 2. Yeah.
I wonder if that's Marcus's strategy here, is to just deck him out.
I think it's there.
Yeah. It's going to be really difficult to deal 5 life, but if you can do something like secret rare and clear the board, it costs a lot of energy to reestablish this board, and Muqsit might just not have the time. This slug is just going to put in so much work. Yeah.
And there's
activating
the
effect.
Once per game, yep.
Videl. Draw 1. On Golden Avenger. And he goes to 26. Plus Videl, actually, it's 31.
You have 4 energy?
Yeah. 4, so you got options. Markus has, looks like, anywhere from 8 to 10. So just a little bit more. Here we have 25 into lead.
If he's got Dimension Magic, I mean, he could have been, but he used 2 last turn.
Yeah.
But Dimension Magic up to 5. And then if Muqsit tries to play something else, you could use the Golden Ape.
Sparking the Dimension Magic. He wants to Golden Avenger.
Yeah.
So he's gonna negate and then Golden Avenger if he can. Tapping 3 for Goku. As Goku does have Deflect.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? because it's a counterplay to play it, and then it's an auto ignoring barrier.
Right, but I'm just saying he can't counterplay it, so his leader, no matter what, is not going to be able to attack next turn. So Cooler's off the table here. And this is 25. Markus might have to end up just with the Vegeta super combo that Markus has. You don't have to bottom deck a card and draw 2. You can choose just to give it plus 10k.
Mm-hmm.
So here we're swinging 25. Yep, UI Kamehameha out of 30. Man, getting so much value out of that UI.
Yep.
Is nuts.
This is the third time he's used it to just exactly over combo, combo
wow,
right out.
He just passed. You know, Markus has to make something happen. If he loses this game, then they have a very short amount going into time. The leader cannot attack. He just has to make something happen.
Yeah.
Like, like a secret rare just would be very nice here.
So wait, yeah, because he just unsuspended his leader, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's Markus' turn. Looking through that drop, power's gone, 2 super combos gone. With like 2 mecha. What do we have in hand?
Markus also does not have a lot of cards
low,
left in deck.
1, 2, looks like 5. They both have 5. That's crazy.
That's real rough.
Oh my goodness. And he has secret. He has it.
And you can use a secret to put more cards back in your deck, right?
You put 2 under. Yeah, you put 2 from your hand under.
I don't think Markus is doing that.
Bottom deck one of your opponent's life.
That's true. Or is it? It could be up to 1.
I guess, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's up to 1 or not. You can choose 0.
We could see the Golden Avenger here. You can choose the Z card, which would.
There's 2 of them though.
It would just get. I know, but it would get removed from game instead of going under bottom. Wow. Or we could probably choose the slug, realistically.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, do you? That means you can do stuff without decking out.
Yeah, maybe.
It's very weird.
It's tough. This is a hard decision. Do you Desperate Measures the first one, and when he does it a second time, you Golden Avenger? Markus has 7 energy, so he would be able to do both, but he wouldn't be able to also Secret Rare. So he's just thinking, these mechas are just putting such a damper on him. He just really has nothing good to deal with it. It's kind of crazy. Do you Desperation Secret Rare?
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. Putting back the again, it cost so much energy to establish this board. There's no way to rebuild it. All Markus really has to do is keep surviving, which is easier said than done, but yeah. And those go to drop. Now we're gonna see, does he choose to bottom deck the life? And he says no? Okay. This gets rested by the Trunks.
It's just a
okay, yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Activate effect. Just untapping 2 energy again for Golden Avenger. Wow. He might live or die by that golden, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, cards in hand. He can shuffle them back down.
Yeah, and I don't think the Gohan can't attack either, right?
The Gohan already used its on. You said it can't untap?
It can't attack, right?
Why? What do you mean?
It didn't attack, right?
No, it got rested by the Trunks.
Yeah. But you could have, if you were able to, you can send itself back to active mode with its activate main battle, right?
You can, yeah. But he chose 2 of his energy. Like I said, I really think he wants to Golden Avenger.
I see.
charging a Trunks. Unison.
I mean,
This
I
is
will
tight.
say
Only 10 minutes left.
Yep.
This game has to end. Muqsit needs this to end.
Yep. And based on the time rules too, and this is Top Cut, so there's extensions in these time rules too.
Yeah. There's another 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. But if we enter game 3.
If we go to, right. If time is called now, because Markus won game 1, he'll automatically win game 2.
Yeah. And the rough part is that like Muqsit has to rebuild the board, and
Yeah.
a lot of this board rebuilding is like our mandatory draws.
Yeah. And he's going for it. This is going to KO the Gohan. It's getting it removed from the game.
Yeah.
And he's going in for a big double strike here. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a secret rare.
And Markus is at 3.
He's at 3. Well, yeah, he can't secret rare because it costs too much. That's fair.
Well, he could, but
It costs what, 5?
yeah. And I think that maybe been Marcus's
That might have been.
idea,
Yeah.
saying, "I'm afraid of secret rare."
We're at 45 here. Honestly, Markus, I don't think he has the combo. If he's going to super combo out, he's losing cards from his deck quicker than his opponent.
That's true, but he did just bottom deck too.
Did bottom deck too.
Again, what a bizarre game.
What a bizarre game. Okay,
All right.
is he choosing?
And Doval did win table 1.
Wow, so Duval is in finals of nationals again.
Yeah, back-to-back years, and so this is going to be deciding if we have
another
a
gold.
Crimson Mirror match
Oh,
again.
man.
Before this,
Yeah.
off I'd say the general public's radar, or
Completely, yeah.
Trunks Vegeta.
Oh, he drew UI. Oh, and a Beerus. That's incredible.
That is very
Again,
good.
we are at leaders 25, 35, 45. Crimson right now at 35, so the UI just gets him out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, got to be wary of that deck size.
And but does the UI? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It just does it all. Every game.
Yep. Leader effect gone here. That's pretty good. All right. Thanks for spreading it out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Markus, I wonder, he did just draw 4 cards.
Okay. Having to draw 2 down to 3.
he's
That's what I'm
going for
telling
it.
you. Yeah.
Can he cooler? He can't.
You can't cooler anymore because then you have to draw.
Well, he could probably cooler or secret rare.
No, cooler right here is guaranteed 3, so you draw 2.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, cooler's offline.
This is crazy.
Secret rares, even if.
All right, maybe
Markus-
Geneva Mill is broken. You know, after watching this game, maybe Geneva Mill is the play. Oh, wow. Comboing to 24. Yeah, Markus just has to keep surviving.
Yeah. And again, I think he's being super smart, leaving everything active. Secret rare costs 5 for Muqsit right now if he has it. And
Combo the Bergamo.
okay, Bergamo. Which,
another secret rare.
yeah, another secret rare.
Coming down to the absolute wire here.
And I believe this is currently at, what, 24, 34?
That is correct. Markus probably has to pop this Beerus Destroys if he... 34. Beerus Destroys puts him to 25. He would need 10 more. So he maybe combo the Champa.
Yeah, because you need to get...
Markus at
20.
7.
Yeah.
He needs to leave up 5. That's guaranteed. Needs to leave up 5 for Golden Avenger.
Get
Combo the
Champa,
Champa.
getting to 25.
Yep. And there we go. 35.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of these things are mandatory draws. He could be saving Beerus Destroys for the Slug. Actually, really smart. Not drawing with Beerus Destroys will give him like
Give him
more,
a little bit, like, more break fluid.
Exactly, more break fluid. Yeah. Wow. Oh. And Muqsit thinking about the Slug, he's like, I want him to draw though.
Yeah, and the time is creeping up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And for the record,
yeah.
Muqsit is the one who wants to be playing quicker. Muqsit is the one who is disadvantaged by taking his time right now.
Right, yeah. If he coolers and doesn't win this turn, he automatically loses. Markus can just pass his turn. He'll draw his final card and lose.
Yeah.
This secret rare is also at, like a disadvantage.
Yep. Any
Because
super
it draws
combos,
one on play.
Yeah, can't do it.
Oh, this is absolutely incredible. Really coming down to the absolute wire.
Yeah, and any cheap plays, like if you want to go into a Vegeta, if you have it, costs you a draw.
Yep, surmounting, oolong. You know it when they just look at their Z deck. Oh, you know it's tough.
Yep.
We're playing the slug
For
again.
3.
Again, Mark is so smart. Not using the Beerus Destroyers because he doesn't want to draw with it. So smart. Do you go and Avenger this? Probably not.
I'd be tempted.
Yeah.
I'd be real tempted.
Yeah. So you can choose the bottom deck nothing, and then
That's true.
The slug will go to the drop. So looking at Muqsit's hand, does he have a chomp?
I don't believe he does.
No. And Markus is at 3 life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He might be at 2. His sleeves are really tough.
Yeah. It looks like it feels like 3. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like 3 to me, I'll be honest. But maybe we'll see here in a second.
Yeah, if Markus has 3, then he's in such a good position right now.
How much energy does Muqsit has?
4 open right now. Yeah.
Okay, so Cooler's a no-go. Secret Rare is not active now, but oh, jeez.
Even if the secret rare does activate, it's another draw, and you can't attack with it either. It's 2 draws.
You can't attack with it unless it wins the game.
Yeah, exactly.
The super combo in hand is 100% dead. Wow. Oh, jeez.
Attacking there.
He's definitely going to combo into it, but again, maybe Final Flash. The secret rare is not live.
Unless he wants to pay the energy
Unless he
for
wants
it.
to pay the energy for it, which he doesn't.
No.
He has Final Flash. Muqsit had just 25. Markus thinking. He's thinking if he can lose to this 1 drop is what he's thinking.
I would 100% be thinking.
Do I lose to swing 1 drop Champa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Muqsit has looks like a couple negates in hand and I'm not doing anything.
He's got nothing underneath
Checking
there.
Under the leader.
Making sure.
Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. Beerus destroys. 25. Needs 5k more.
And
okay, 1 card in hand is the Golden Avenger. Wow. This is crazy. Muqsit just doesn't have the cards in deck. If he can't play Vegeta because he'll draw 2. He can't Secret Rare because it's not live. He can't Cooler. It's crazy. He can't do anything.
Not a thing. But assumedly the crowd's pretty chattery about.
There's an energy in the room, that's
There
for
is.
sure.
Gonna pay 1. Go into the
Going to
oolong.
oolong. Okay. Now here's the question. What does this oolong do? Markus is at 3 life.
He is at 3 life. That is. It wins.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't think this oolong really does anything.
Sure don't.
It's a 20k. Do you Golden Avenger this?
And then he's thinking, yeah, do I go and Avenger it?
Oh, there's only 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
This is it.
Yeah, I think our timer might not be completely synced with it, but I'd say probably fine. Yeah, I think this is going to be it.
That's time. They Golden Avenger again.
Yeah.
He cannot cooler. He cannot cooler. Pay
Paying the cost. And you can bottom deck the Oolong without it going
Well,
into
the Oolong
deck.
is going to go to the drop. You choose to bottom deck nothing.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to cooler it?
Yeah, this does nothing. Yeah.
Oh, it draws you 2, though.
To do what?
To just can't play Secret Rare anymore. And
Yeah, you cannot play the Secret Rare. Oolong's at 20k. This is 2 damage to Markus.
Yeah, and I think yeah, they finished the attack, but that is it.
That was time. Yeah.
Markus takes it 1-0.
Wow.
Making it to that grand finals.
Wow, we have a golden mirror. I mean, a golden. We have a crimson mirror in the finals.
Yes, we do.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you would have told me that, you know, beginning of last week, like, people aren't playing that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Markus gets in, but, like, with everyone, Duval also on the list, 2 completely different lists for both players.
Duval, the returning champion in the finals once again. You want to know something, though?
Yes.
Markus and Duval played in Swiss.
Yes.
Guess what? Markus won.
Yeah, he did.
Markus beat him.
Yep, he sure did.
Wow.
And that's going to be...
Oh, my goodness. That was crazy.
Yeah.
The game 1 misplay that Muqsit made cost him finals.
Yeah, it sure did. And that is the caliber of where we are at now.
One small mistake. We've seen that a few times today. One small mistake, and you're at a top cut.
Yeah,
that
you
was
are.
Insane.
You are.